Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. A bit of a waver in my voice then. I hope you're all well. I'm doing good. Yeah, I've not been speaking all morning because Neil's at work. I think that's probably what's up with my voice. I need to use it a little bit to warm it up. So it's late afternoon here, so yeah, I haven't talked for a while. I'm sure I'll do plenty to make up for it now. So I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me. It will be a Saturday when you see this because you've probably noticed the book page book is here. The things that I make ephemera with, these pages are the ones I'm using at the moment. They're just beautiful colour, beautiful paper, beautiful thickness, really enjoying them. So and yeah, I guess you know it's Saturday anyway, but it's a couple of days from Saturday for me because I'm having my new boiler fitted Saturday and Sunday this week. So yeah, I'm here working with no central heating at the moment. It's pretty cool. I've got a small electric fire on, but yeah, hopefully by the time you're watching this, I'll be well on the way to having some heating. So anyway, let's chat later and get on with what we're doing. So I have come up with something newish, but it's inspired by something that I've seen in the flip through of somebody's book, which was Mare Lilac Pages. I think a few of you do know her and follow her and love her work. She doesn't do very many tutorials, and I did have a quick look to see if there's a tutorial on it. I can't see it, and I'm not making exactly what I saw, but you know, it's inspired by, it's very similar to something that I saw in one of her flip throughs. So this is the book page. It is a envelope notebook, I guess, so it's envelope style, envelope shape, and then I'm going to put papers in there for a notebook, but I just did two to glue these down just to show you that, you know, it's book page. That's what I'm starting with. I'll do a couple more in a moment. So that's it. That's the actual, it's not too difficult to fold, and this is what they end up being. Start with this one. I think this was the first one that I did, so I've just put field notes on the front. When I open it up, let me put one here so you can kind of see. So I just put, because this is just a thin-ish, but just one page of book page. You could double yours up if you've got really thin page. So I put this is more book page from my mushroom book. Not sure how I've done with it now. Let's see. Yeah, so I've cut a lot of mushrooms out of here, but also I use some of the pages as whole pages because it's just a beautiful, as you can see, illustrated book. So yeah, I just took a page out of there for here, some of the smaller mushrooms, and that just kind of strengthens that page a little bit. And I also put on the inside of it just some digital, a piece of digital paper. So that's a nice thick piece of paper now. And then on the back I just made a pad with my page of my coffee dyed paper. I think I've got 6 pieces in this one. Now I've glued the back page on, so that won't come off, but these are only tied in through, that's not in there, through eyelets. So if you wanted to take these out and put more in, you could, all except for the bottom page, which is stuck. Didn't do anything on the inside, but of course you could cover that, just embrace the book page, whatever. And then it's kept neat like that. You could also put pockets here, couldn't you? That's how it closes, and then I've just put a string around the back and glued it on with a bit of paper. So I'm thinking I'll put these in my journals down as a pocket. Let's see if I've got a tag of some description here. I've got a mason jar. So, you know, it'll have a side pocket or maybe even a tuck. You could do it as I've not really got one, as a long pocket down there. Now the one I saw in Mare's flip through, I'm sure when she opened it like that, it did have the book page in it, but I'm sure it had a little divot in there, and she had something behind it, so a pocket there. I think it had a back on there, and it was a much bigger piece of paper. So yeah, you know, you can do it anyhow. So you could cover the back, that's what I knew where I was going now. You could cover the back completely and just have it sit in a pocket or just clip to a page. So many different things you could do with it, but yeah, so inspired by, but not the same as the one I've seen in Mare's book. Flip through, I can't remember which flip through it was now, but if you're desperate to know, I could go back and have a dig through if I get time. And then I decided it would be nice to do one the other way. So I've got a flap opening that way and a flap opening this way. And I literally only did these this morning, so they've only taken me, you know, half an hour I didn't plan out what I was going to put in them. I just grabbed stuff from my desk or around me. So this one's got a piece of digital on the inside. That's from the Botanical Architecture collaboration pieces from Tanya at Teta Treasure and Nanine at Collage Type. I'm wobbling it about, aren't I? And that's one of my own labels on there. I think that's a Victoria Design one on the front. I like that it says Law there. And then when I opened this one, I just put a page. In fact, I didn't put the whole page in, no. Just 4 sheets of this one, of music paper. And I put a little clock at the bottom. And I've just stapled it in. Of course, you can do something fancy on there. I'll probably put some fancy paper on the top. But because it's stapled, you can't refill this one. You know, so you have to decide if you want to refill them or if you want them to be permanent. And I've not put anything on there either yet, just because I was really just playing with the idea, having seen what I saw, having seen the inspiration. I wanted to sit down and play, and then once I got playing, I thought I really ought to stop and film it before all my good ideas are done off camera, which they probably are. Yeah, and I did the same thing, just put a piece of paper across the back holding that in. So I'm going to do these two. I'm going to decorate these two once I've showed you how to fold them with papers from the Vintage Botanical, which was a kit, again, between Tanya and Nanine, that I used a few months ago, the floral one. So I'm going to do those in this because I've still got the 2 journals. They're nearly done, but I have still got the 2 floral journals that want finishing, and I thought these would be nice in them. So any size paper it will work with. You can make them tiny, you can make them big, you can make them medium. And you'll see that on these ones I folded the top to a point, and then as I was tying the string round, I was thinking it might be nicer if it wasn't quite a point there, if it had a little flat bit for this string, you know, to actually be aiming at. So if you want them pointed, just bring your 2 corners down until they meet as a point. What I'm going to do is, they don't have to be too flat, but just move them up a touch, just so I've got a small flat piece there. And I did have a glue page. Here it is. Just for ease, but you don't have to. I'm going to glue those down. Of course, these would be nice stitched before you put them together. You know, if you did this and then stitch them round. Oh, there's a lot of glue there, Denise. It would be lovely. And I was thinking they'll go with so many different styles, won't they? They'll be lovely decorated with Christmas list inside them, definitely. I know you're not all thinking about Christmas, but you know, it's on my mind. So and I know some of you are working on Christmas now, yeah, so there'd be lovely Christmas ones. There was something else. What was I thinking earlier? There'd be, oh yeah, some nice, you know, proper shabby chic ones would be nice with lace and you know, pink and vintagey things on them. Could do really grungy ones if you, particularly if you had really grungy paper. Now I'm leaving all the raw edges and everything on mine. I'm really doing an easy job today. But yeah, it's not laziness, honestly. I just quite like, you know, I'm just celebrating the fact that it's a book and I've torn it out. The page is torn out. I've lost my glue. Here it is. Oh dear, excuse me. Yeah, still suffering with the cough. I'm pretty sure that now, pretty convinced that I did have COVID. Like I say, I only tested the first couple of days and then I just didn't bother after that because I thought, well, whether I have or I haven't, everything's the same, isn't it? I'm staying in and getting well and what have you. We had Hayley and the grandchildren round the other day, and they've been, well, Tom, the grandson, and Hayley have been very, well, they both had COVID. I could say been very poorly, but they both had COVID. I want to make sure that's long enough for that too. That's it. I feel like I made the flap a bit big. You don't want the flap to go past there if you want to tie it round. So, and all you do is turn it the other way up because the sidewise on anyway. And now you've got a right and a left ready to go. I'll use these because I've glued them in the dryer. Put that on the floor. And I have got a coffee, so Have a little sip. But yes, Hayley works in school, and they sent her, she said she didn't feel well, and they said, my goodness, you don't look it. And they sent her home, and it was a few days of testing before she actually, you know, came up positive for COVID, and she said she was ill a long time before that. So yeah, I think I probably did have, but no way of knowing. I'm actually due now for my next booster, so I'm trying to, yeah, give it a week or so, just to get over whatever it is I've had. I am over it really. I'm not poorly like I was. I'm definitely not fatigued and tired like I was, although I am still a little bit tired. But being in all this horrible wet weather makes you tired, doesn't it? I need probably more fresh air than I've been getting. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that now. It'll come back to me in a minute. Yeah, I'm just left with a silly tickly throat anyway, so I'm trying to, and it's getting better all the time, just really slowly. I'm just trying to get it completely better before I end up going and having my my booster, because a lot of people are, you know, getting symptoms with the boosters this year, because it's, you know, it's flu injection time as well. So we'll be having flu and COVID together, I think. The injections, not the illnesses. All that just to say, excuse me if I'm still squeaky and coughing. So yeah, I'm inking these all the way around because, as you know, I like everything inked. It also helps me to see when I'm measuring papers to put in where the creases, where the folds are, but of course you don't have to. It might depend on what colour your book pages are as well, and how distressed they are naturally. Which way are we going? Are we going that way? I can't remember. Yeah. These they're a lovely cream colour, but they're not foxed or dark on the edges or anything like that. So I just feel they need a bit of, whoops, bit of ink. There we go. So if I try and keep them that way, then I'll try and remember to do one right and one left. Right, what have I brought? Got some paper. Oh, I brought a doily. I didn't know if I wanted a bit of doily on there, actually. That might be nice, might it? I might make a matching pair. Don't know. Let's not start there. I think the first thing I did was make a book, make the middle book in them. So I've got a nice page here from the kit. Let me get my ruler. It's here, because I see I've got edges on it. Well, I probably could take them off afterwards. I'll do it now. So I'm just going to make however many pages this will give me. In fact, I'll probably only put 4 in because it's quite thick, thick paper. This one that I've printed the digital on. It's well, it's 120. It's thick enough when you know you've got a few pages folded on top of each other. So I'm filming this one before I'm filming my my Thursday Friday video, actually. So yeah, I don't know what I'll already have told you in those videos, because I haven't done them yet. But just the idea came to me, so I thought, well, I know exactly what I'm doing and I don't want to forget it. See, I'm making a mess. So yeah, I'm filming this one first, and like I say, I'm filming in advance for a change for me. Just because my room's going to be out of bounds. I've only just got it back. It has been out of bounds for did I go that way? I think I did. I'm going to fold it in 3. I think that's what I did last time. Yeah, I've had the workmen in here for, see, I didn't get the top there, for the last 3 days. And yeah, not just workmen in, but the whole house, of course, because they need to be in the loft. They need to be in here because I have the old water tank, the heated water tank in here, which is still working at the moment, so we are still having baths. Thank goodness. And it's making a bit of a pig's ear of that, but I don't suppose it matters really, because it's just a scrappy pad. No, you could put it in your guillotine or your cutter and measure them. I was thinking what a good oops, it was a bang, wasn't it? A good way to use up your scrap pieces as well. So you could make, you know, proper scrappy pads to put in them, couldn't you? just go with 2, put that one over there. Literally just fold it in half like that and chop the bottom off. I think I only inked the front page of the one I did earlier. So just decide which pages you want where. So we have one at the bottom and one at the top. Yeah, let's do it like that. And I think just for ease, I'm going to staple them again. Of course, you could, they'd be nice stitched across with your sewing machine, wouldn't they? They would be, they're nice with the, like I did with the first one. I'm just looking for my pliers and I can't, oh, they're here. With the, you know, the eyelets, they're nice, especially if you want to change the papers in them. But for speed and ease, simpleness, you can't beat staple. Where have they gone? Here. Right, so I'm just going to ink round it really roughly, not going to go to town, but the front bit that you can see. There we go, that'll do. So I don't know if you don't have to do it in this order, do you? I've not inked that one. Yeah, I ain't inked it inside. It's just the way I started to do it, and I'm a creature of habit. So I've just carried on like that. I mean, you could decorate it first and then put your, oops, come on, your notepad in. It really doesn't matter. I think that'll do for now. You know, you could just staple the whole thing onto there. But I quite like sticking the back down. I didn't see how Mare did hers. Like I say, it was just a flip through, so I just quickly saw her open it and show what was inside it and close it again. That's all I saw. So how she made it, I don't know. It's probably much more intricate than this. It was very kind of grungy, wasn't it? She does very grungy stuff. And I think, if I remember now, it's coming back to me. Must have been a lot bigger and chunkier. I'm sure she had an eye hole in there, an eyelet, and some string or something in it. Maybe she had it tied down to the page. Can't remember. Like I say, it was just a quick a quick look and oh yes, that's a good idea for something. And off I went and did it. So that's the bit that's going to have the flap on. So what we're going to put on here? What have I got? Oops, I've brought the small flowers because they always just look nice on the book page. You know, the fussy cut flowers. I've bought a couple of spare pages. Orange. Yeah, quite like that orange. Okay, let's use that. And I can always put a flower on the flap, can't I? See, I overprint, but I always use up these. Well, eventually I store them, but I always use them up. The extra digital pages. I know that's got a bit of that on the top, but I'll leave it on there, I think. It's not hurting anyone, is it? It's pretty on the back as well, look. So I'm going to go with my original. I've done with my glue, left the lid off. Oh, it's warming up in here now. I've come from a cold, well, cool, it's not cold, don't get me wrong, a cool living room. And I've had my fire on in here all morning, warming it up, so it is, it's warm in here, and my face is starting to get a bit red and warm. That's pretty. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that showing behind that. So let's see if I want flowers on here as well. I've got other things if I don't. Try and stay a bit tidier. That's it. What else have I got? Some tickets and some sconces. We've kind of got orange inside. That's more yellow, isn't it? It's a bit darker. Not too big. That's a smaller version of that. Maybe I like it smaller. I like the shape of that one, but I'm not sure that the colour's right with the... Well, I suppose it would. No. looks nice. What else did I like? That little one, didn't I? So let me just put all these away so that I've not got too much in my eye line. Help me make a decision. I'm thinking, you know, a label as well is what I was thinking. So a flower and a label, or what I'm thinking now. I do like the way that sits, you know, the shape of it. Let's look at the labels. They're all in back to front. Oh, these are all the scrolls. I think they'll be too much. Yeah, I did do some smaller ones, but I think I've probably... Oh, that is a smaller one, look, and it's still too big. No, I don't want to scroll. Even though I just see the tiny one in here. I just... Oh, it is a nice tiny one, that as well, but I don't think it's what I want. I'll try it with the flower on, but... Oh, I was talking about this, wasn't I? Let's look at one thing at a time then. So we've got scroll. No. Unless we have a smaller flower. Right, I quite like that. Let's do that and then I'll put the doily on the other one. Okay, move those over. Because I like that. And it's got a bit of, you know, you can see the bit of space for your eye to relax. See the actual book page up top. Okay. Left the lid off my glue again. So I had a lovely birthday. I'm sure I've said that in my previous videos now, actually, even though I haven't done them yet. So, yeah, thank you for all the lovely birthday wishes. If I've forgotten, I don't think I will. Is that where I had it? Can't remember, but it'll do. So Neil's back at work until Sunday, which is the last day they're doing the boiler. So at least he's off to learn with me how to use the boiler and the new instructions and all that. Yeah, it does want something up there, but I don't know. Maybe a word. Should we look for a word? I was going to say I won't put anything in yet, but a word would be nice. Where are they? Good question. Yep. Something nature-ish. What did I put this on? I can't remember. I don't suppose it matters. That one was too big. I put field notes on it, I think, didn't I? Ideas? No. Discover is a good one, but it's quite big. What about a black one? Too big as well. Let's look at some. Oh. Nurture. That's quite nice with the green behind it. I'm going to go with that one. Just because I can, really. Do I want to ink it? Go on then. Ooh, and myself, of course. Always. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a couple of boho ones in these, actually. That would be nice. I've still got the, as I'm filming this, probably not as you're seeing it, but I've still got the boho journal from that I'm doing with the kit from Tina at Tessa Treasure. Still got that to finish off, so I might make one and put it in there. So this is just thin vintage from a charity shop, or more likely the antique shop by Crochet Cotton. And all I'm doing is doubling it over because it's very thin and tying a knot both ends, even though this end's closed. Just so when I make the bow I can see where, or when I undo it, more likely I can see where the ends are. I should have probably measured it better because I'm not sure if I've given myself enough. I'll probably have just, but only just. I probably should have measured it a bit better. Oh, come on fingers, get a grip. We're not level. I need them both the same length to tie. Okay, I think I've got it. It's alive, so it would be nice with coloured, what do you call it? What you embroider with? Embroidery thread, embroidery yarn. It'd be nice with baker's twine, especially the Christmassy ones. Or just ordinary string. It'd be nice with some wool, you know, wool yarn. Yep, still not quite level, but what I want is it. Oh, I've dug in there a little bit. A bit tight there, Denise. I'm going to leave it though and glue a piece. Just use a piece of this. Piece of paper on, just to keep it, you know, in place, and then I can untie it and tie it less tight, and I won't lose it. Like I say, you could put a whole piece on the back there over this string, and then it would be, you know, I mean, you could put it in a pocket like that, but it would have journal space on it. Did we not get any glue in there? Probably not. That's better. It will be, these will be stuck to the page as well, so. Okay, there's one. Where's the other one? Make sure we stay this way then. So we're going to go with the same paper. Might as well use up the piece I've got cut really. Let's take that bit off the top if I can. Somehow. Tiny bit. That's it. And let's take it down there. I like that wording bit. I don't know if you can see it down there. I might have to take a little bit off the other edge. Come on, be nice to me. I wasn't very firm with it, was I? That's better. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, we need a little bit off this side as well. Can't see how much I'm taking off, but we'll give it a go and hope for the best. Yeah, that's just perfect. Got to be sometimes. It can't always be too short. Got to guess right sometimes. Wish I could guess their lottery numbers right. Just to keep Neely at home, so I didn't have to keep going off to work and leaving me. Bless him, he's got aches and pains in his feet this morning, so he's always so fit and healthy when he's got aches and pains. I think, oh gosh, he's at the slippery slope, and he's tireder now. When he's done his 3 or 4 12-hour shifts, he's really tired. The thing is, I believe you do stay healthier and probably younger while you're working, because you just keep going, don't you? I know since I stopped, I know I had to stop because I was ill, but yeah, it's not that you get lazy exactly, you just get completely out of the habit of pushing yourself like you do when you're at work. Oops, did I rip it? No, just pulled it off there. I've not got a lot of glue. I think I might be bunged up. Not a lot of glue coming out. Well, it's coming out on its own slowly, but oh, yeah, bunged up because the pin don't want to go in. Oh, yeah, it was definitely bunged, wasn't it? That should have made a difference, unless it's gone back in the... Well, it has a bit. Oh, look. Pull it out. Yeah. Or the lump. Okay. Are you gonna glue down now if I promise not to be so rough? Yeah. Oh, I didn't do the book first, you see. I'm all over the place. What we got for book pages? I have got another page out of the kit. Look, it's got the lovely green. I don't know, I think that's probably is that the William Morris willow pattern, willow tree pattern, not willow pattern as in, you know, the old Chinese one. I think it's called Willow, that. That's better. Might not be straight, but it's come off in one piece. That's it. No, it's not straight. We'll move it quick before you spot that. Let's get it into 3, even though I'm only going to use 4 pieces. Or roughly into 3. Anything to save me measuring, you know me. Yeah, it's definitely not very square, that end one. I'll take that one off. Well, it might be that none of them are, but we'll see. Let's refold it and make it square. It's better. It's a bit narrower at the bottom, but I'm going to separate it so it won't be. It will be narrower, but it'll be behind rather than going down. Let's just try and do it this way for a change. Give it a bit of a lip, but I can put the lip on the top. Yeah, could cut it off, but I'm not going to. I was just thinking if to put an eyelet in it again, just to show you what I did. I didn't put any reinforcements or anything, I just literally held it. Cut 2 of the tiny holes, I didn't measure them. Oops. Come on. I suppose you could put brads through from the back as well, couldn't you? Yeah, you can see I didn't measure them because that's not very straight at all, is it? There's a bit of string. I've got one of these tags waiting to be used. And I think the string would be perfect. Gosh, I am warm. I can't believe it. I've been cold all day. Should have come in here earlier. Should have come in sooner. I'm glowing like a... What glows? Hot coal. Oops. Down we go. No, we don't. There we go. Tie it in a knot, and again I'll just glue the back down, and then the top pages can be removed and replaced, should you wish. Am I straight? I don't know. I don't want to pull it too tight like I did that other. Yep, I'll leave those long, I think, those strings, because they're easier to tie when they are. So it's a lot looser, that one, because it's on the eyelets, but like I say, the back page won't come out and be changed. Oh, I've put the green at the top. I was going to put the green behind. Might even be upside down. But yeah, you don't have to. You could put the eyelets right through and then take the back. I didn't ink it either, did I? You know, take the back page out as well, but I like the strength it gives that that paper. Come out. You shouldn't be glued in there, cheeky. Yeah, I think 4 of that nice thick paper is thick enough in there. Oh, I'm steaming my glasses up. I'm so hot. Let me take them off. And what should we put in there? So we could put some more of that in. It's on the back of there, isn't it? Yeah. Let's use it up, because I might search for something else when I've got perfectly good. Well, let's go a bit straighter than that. I don't mind a bit of wonky, but that was a bit crazy. Of course, you could do it as a side pocket. I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it down as a journaling spot. You could have a tuck pocket in there. You could have another booklet, couldn't you? You could have 2 booklets. You could have a fold out. That would be nice. If you like lots of extra journaling spots. Like I say, you could, if your book page was nice and thick, you could just decorate it and not put extra paper for strength on it. Be nice with some vellum, I'm just thinking. You know that lovely white vellum that I got from Sinead? Sinead. Over that text would be lovely. I think I used it the other day on some text paper. You could also, if you made the flap further back this way, you could put a little thing for the flap to go into, or cut a hole, I suppose. But obviously, I've taken mine right to the edge. I'm just wondering, do I want some of this? I like that coffee stain actually. Excuse me, let's have a little sip. Lovely. Yeah, I would tear it, but they just don't tear very well, these doilies that I've got. I'm just going to fold it over, I think. There's still a lot too much there. Oops. Now, this is where I get my glue stick all torn up. I'm just looking for a glue page. I'm using some Bedingfield book pages with just the poems on, because I've got so many copies of it, just like the Flower Fairy ones, that if I kept every single poem without a picture on. Oops. I'm thinking glue stick. Where is it though? Right over there. Yeah, I'd never use them up in a million years, so I'm using them for glue. Sometimes, you know, I'm using the book pages as well. Ooh. And then saving those for ephemera, so. I was just reading then about a crop. That's the interesting thing about these books, the book pages that you use. Come on, be nice, stick down where I want you. It's just sticking back on me. That's the thing about a doily. I've got the glue on both sides now. I think I'll have to let that stick a bit. Pull that off. Got a crease there, but it needs it to go around the corner. Yeah. I think I'll just trim that a tiny bit. It's a little bit too raggedy. It was catching, wasn't it? Do I want another flower? I think I might want another flower on top of that. Not that. Oh, let's look at the sconce. Is that one of my hairs trapped in it? Yes. It's a long one. Oh, you come. Yeah, it was definitely one of mine. Sorry, that's probably making horrible shine. No, I don't like that one. Oh, that hair's still there. Look, these would be nice on here without the doily. I'm thinking it's just going to be a label. Put the lid on that. Let's use the black. Lids off everything. Just use the black dauber on the edge of that. That's it. Oh, alive. Stand up. Yeah, I am. It's not as colourful as the others, but it, like I say, you can always add more. Just wondering if to put some colourful thread round it rather than the plain. Covering up that law word as well, which I liked. Yeah, let's go for some coloured thread. I think that will ramp things up. Oh, it's right over here. Hang on. Oops. I've got Sari, but I don't think I want to go with Sari. To go with something bright. That's nice. Yeah, the reason it looks like this is because that's what I do. I take it from the middle. I don't go to the end. Right, let's make sure we have plenty this time. Yeah, found the end. Look. Okay, so it's kind of a coral, I think I'd call that. Bright coral. Coral pink. Just not both ends. Be nice some tiny beads on as well, but ooh. So I haven't done the inside flaps, have I? Or have I? Inside flap, I should say. The back of it. I'll have a look because I can't remember. Where I just put the plain paper on. Oh, I didn't tie that very tight. It's nice though, isn't it? Just put some paper across the back to hold it. Bits of that will do. And then I'll have a look inside and see if I did the other side. Can't remember. Don't think I did. Oh, I did, look. Did you know I did? I put a little clock, didn't I, on that other one? I really liked it. What little doodad can I put on here? How about a stamp? Always wanted to put a stamp on things. Don't use them anywhere near enough. Let's have a little stamp. Yeah, that one will do. Let's not spend hours looking. I think it's upside down, it is. Of course, you could decorate the front page of that. You could put more paper on it that's easier to write on, seeing as I did it kind of back to front. Yeah, like that. It goes with the coral string a bit. It's a red one. And like I say, you could go on and do something on there as well. I guess you need to leave plenty of string here to tie this if you have my problem with your big hands and it's going to be stuck down in your book. Because at least I can twizzle it. Okay, there's the others that we've made. Lost everything. There's one. There the two I made earlier. Where's the one I've just made? Oh, it's over here. Could you see it? Put this away. Yep, so they're the two I made earlier. These are the two we've done together. And these are two that are going to become boho ones. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It's been lovely spending time with you. Let me know if you have a go yourself, won't you? And yeah, keep on getting through those book pages. I know I'm enjoying it, and a lot of you are telling me you're always looking for something to use up your book pages. I think we always will, won't we? Okay, I'll see you Sunday. Have a lovely what's left of your Saturday. Bye for now.